Surprised to be able to walk onto a set and feel so comfortable. So on just the social aspect of being in that sort of workplace, I was very grateful that everyone was so kind. I loved working with Andy and Michael. So yeah, if the opportunity arose, I knew I'd try and make it possible to come back. And the other thing was that the crew, of course, was saying to me, your character doesn't die at the end of this, so she'll come back for sure. And not that that matters in science fiction, you can still die and they'll find a way to bring you back. So at first we didn't think I'd be able to do the episode. It was just lucky timing that I finished my post-sync for Peacekeeper Wars in time to get on the plane with 2 days' notice and get the Canadian work permit and get here. Well, it was lucky. The Canadian government's very kind to Australians, and I think they expedite the process because we're part of the Commonwealth. And it was, Prometheus Unbound was supposed to be a bottle episode, you know, contained budget, nothing off-world, no sort of expensive locations, what have you, just something to, you know, that was a little character-based, and I liked that when I first read it, that it was a self-contained story, that I wouldn't have to be introduced to the whole world straight away and feel a little bit overwhelmed by it potentially. And when I spoke to the producers on the phone and Andy Mikita in advance, they said, you know, it's a show that's been running this long, they're going to be a happy set, so I think you'll enjoy it, and they were absolutely right.
So now you're returning in a big way.
In a big way.
What was appealing to you about this, you know, this big 5-episode stint?
I was sent the first episode, and I got on the phone straight away and rang Robert Cooper and thanked him, because and I think he was a little surprised, and he was waiting for the but. Fabulous, but, and he was sort of waiting, and I don't know if he's used to compliments, so he sort of quickly and shyly changed the subject and moved on. And he was also incredibly busy at the time. I caught him probably at a bad time, but I felt very spoiled, and that's what I said to him. I said, Vala is a treat. You've given her such fantastic things to do and say, and I'm very grateful. And obviously it came about because Amanda had something very exciting going on in her personal life, and you know, we were able to oblige and make that work. So she's a very vibrant, very hopefully entertaining character. People responded very, very well, especially on set immediately, to the chemistry between Vala and Daniel. She's a perfect foil for him because he is so serious, and she's just this wonderful ball of light and energy. And the fact that she's got an edge to her and can't be trusted means comedically I've got fantastic scope. And that was the main reason why I took the first role on Prometheus, because I read the script and thought it was really funny. And I just wanted to make sure that they had the same intentions as I had inferred. And so I spoke to Andy Mikita and said to him, how far can I go with the comedy, because I can see great potential for this character. And he said, oh, go all the way, honey, do whatever you want. And so for me to turn that corner from Farscape, carrying this huge dramatic heart and soul of that piece as a series, and to be able to flip that and be in a lot of ways responsible for the comedy in our scenes, it's a challenge, it's daunting, but it's a lot of fun.
We got to know a little bit about Vala and her background in Prometheus Unbound, but then it turned out she's a con, and we don't know how much we can believe this through.
I think there's a good liar always sticks as close to the truth as possible. That's what I've been told.
Are we going to learn more about the real Vala in season 9?
I think so. I think we actually get to see some of her vulnerability. We just did a really interesting scene the other day where she really is an onion. She's a cute onion. Maybe she doesn't smell so bad, but you know, occasionally Daniel will get close and peel off a few too many layers and her guard comes up again. And what I like is the idea, and because I am such a romantic, that you know, she's never really come across someone like Daniel before. And it seems like she's been sent to drive him crazy.
So their very special relationship is going to continue in these episodes?
Yeah. Vala and Daniel's relationship is timeless in a comedy sense, so there's certainly a lot of scope for them. Romantically, who knows?